Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the 4th Gen Gamer here, bringing you guys another Pokemon Sun and Moon news video, and this is coming from the latest trailer that we had, and we have some pretty cool stuff going on. So I'm going to start off with some details that we have about the legendary Pokemon, the mascot Pokemon. We are going to have Solgaleo. So that is going to be the Psychic Steel type. That is going to be for Pokemon Sun. Kind of a lion-ish, I don't know, looking Pokemon. We already knew what it looked like. We just didn't really know anything about it besides what it looked like. So we have that now. It'll be Psychic Steel. Very interesting. I thought it would be obviously some type of maybe fire type, because, you know, like sun, whatever. But, I mean, hey, Psychic Steel. So that's an interesting combination, and is going to have the full metal body ability. And with that, then, the Pokemon stats will not be lowered by the effects of an move or ability. So, like, if something has Intimidate, then you won't get affected. So that's cool, I guess. Then we have the move Sun Steel Strike, which is kind of like specialty move, like Shadow Force with Garatina, or, you know, whatever. So, aside from that, we are going to have Lunala. That is the mascot Pokemon for Pokemon Moon. And that is going to be a Psychic Ghost type with the ability Shadow Shield. And with that ability, it will take less damage from an attack that lands when a Pokemon has full HP. So, I mean, if you're kind of starting off a battle, then you resist a little bit. So that's cool, I guess, kind of just random. But either way, it is going to have the move Moongeist Beam. So kind of similar, like Moonblast kind of sounds like that a little bit. I mean, it's not a fairy type move, but I don't know, it just sounds similar. Either way, besides that, we now have a rather cool feature, kind of like part of the story, I guess you could say. The Professor, you know, they give you like the Pokedex at the beginning of the game, and that's like kind of like your main quest besides, you know, stopping the bad guys or whatever the evil team is. The Professor gives you, you know, a Pokedex, and it's like, oh my god, gotta catch them all, right? Yeah, it's like fucking 800 of them now it's gonna be. Either way, now you're going to have, as part of the Pokedex, like if you guys know the Pokemon Rotom, of course, it's built into like appliances kind of, and it can like become part of appliances and gain properties of the appliance. So you have like, you know, it's part of a washing machine, so it turns into an electric water type, and, you know, lawnmowers and all this other stuff. So for the Pokedex, it is going to be like a Rotom. Like, it is literally a Rotom Pokedex. So like the Pokedex that you're going to have is a Pokemon, and that is going to be on the bottom screen as you play, which is pretty cool because if you do have it as that as your bottom screen, then you'll have a view of like where you currently are on the map. So kind of like if you remember like Mario Kart DS, or I think Mario Kart DS is the best comparison for this. You can like really like see the track that you're on, where you're going, where the items are and everything. It's going to be something similar to that. Like on the bottom screen, you're like really get kind of an in-depth view of like where you're going. So something like that. So that's pretty cool. And aside from that, there's also a new feature that is going to have on the Pokedex that will allow you to scan QR codes, and that will allow you to kind of get a little more information on the Pokemon, and more specifically where you can find, you know, that certain Pokemon. So more details on that, and I guess it's part of like the whole Rotom thing, like, you know, there's more features and functionality with the Pokedex, because that's kind of like a forgotten thing in the games now. People really don't go to the Pokedex all too often. And besides that, we also have a little bit of information about E3. Pokemon Sun and Moon will be featured on Nintendo Treehouse. That will be live at E3 on June 14th, so maybe some more information from that. Maybe we'll just be hyping it up, whatever it may be. We're going to have something Pokemon Sun and Moon related at E3. I don't know why we wouldn't, so that is good to know. And finally, last and definitely not least at all, we now have, I mean, aside from just little things, like graphically, I mean, you can see the, you know, the health bar and just the battle presentation all looks fantastic, but we now have a full view of the Alola region. We have 4 islands, it looks like, possibly, is that a, I don't know if those ones are connected. So yeah, so you're going to have 4 islands. One looked like one was detached a little bit, but either way, you're going to have 4 islands. And it looks like maybe some type of like central post in the middle. I don't know exactly, but right now, it looks like 4 main islands, maybe some like side ones. You can see like smaller ones on the side and whatnot, but really, you're going to have 4 big islands that you're going to be dealing with, and I'm excited. Like, look at this. I mean, like, it looks badass. That's all I have to say. Like, it's just going to be awesome. I mean, who doesn't want, like, just tropical islands with Pokemon? Like, that is awesome. We know it's going to be based on, you know, Hawaii, and it's just going to be awesome. I mean, the game looks amazing, every scene that they show, and what I would say I like the most about it is that everything looks a little bit different. Everything looks very custom. Everything looks very specialized to where you are, like with, you know, Pokemon X and Y, our first, you know, Pokemon games on the 3DS. It looked great, you know, especially compared to, like, you know, Gen 5 with Pokemon Black 2, White 2. But, like, it was kind of like the same stuff, kind of like regurgitated, like, graphically. Not in a bad way. I mean, it could be better, but it was their first game on the 3DS, so now we're seeing, you know, with the, you know, hardware starting to age a little bit, they're really starting to play around with it a little bit more and really be able to get the most out of, you know, the 3DS the way it is right now. So we're gonna have some really cool stuff coming. Like I said, a lot of like the landscapes, a lot of just the graphical qualities just look fantastic, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do, especially looking at the map. There are just so many different like dynamic areas. Like, I mean, we have a volcano, we have like canyons, we have like geysers, we have so much stuff here. There is just endless potential with this, and I am just thrilled to see where they're gonna go with this, and I hope you guys are too. Obviously, you know, here on this channel, we are going to be covering everything with Pokemon Sun and Moon, from the coverage to the Let's Plays that we're going to be doing when the game comes out, live streams, how-tos, co-ops, everything you guys are going to see here. So make sure you subscribe if you are new. And with that being said, let me know your thoughts on this trailer, because we got just a ton of like tidbits of information. So if anything surprised you, anything that you like, you don't like, anything like that, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear. And I mean, that's about that. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And that's about that. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.